You know, one of the most odd pieces of news, yet oddly welcome pieces of news I've gotten in the movie industry over the last year or two was that Daniel Radcliffe was going to be playing Weird Al Yankovic in Weird, the Al Yankovic Story. And compounding the weirdness, it was a Roku original, which I'll be honest with you, one of my best friends, Sol, he's over there at Roku. I have never heard of a Roku original, just by the fact that I know some people over there, so I had no idea about it. Anyway, then we heard that they were going to play it at the Toronto International Film Festival. So they played it. Guys, the reviews are amazing. They like every review. Now, Grant, I've only read about a dozen. But everyone so far, including like Variety, this is Variety's headline. Daniel Radcliffe lands cheers and nonstop laughter for manic Weird Al biopic at the Toronto International Film Festival. I was reading through this article and several other articles about the reception it got, and it said the audience went wild. They said they were just laughing hysterically the whole thing. Like, and I'm talking the major trades are saying, this thing is stupidly funny. Like stupidly. I even read one critic that said, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story, has been replaced as the marquee satirical musical biopic.
That's blasphemy. I will not. I know, nothing, right? Nothing will ever, but go on.
I heard them say that. I'm like, but really?
So this is full on, like, it's biopic, but it is satire.
Oh, yeah. If you couldn't tell that from the trailer, when he made a record executive put out a cigarette in his own hand.
So here it is at a film festival, playing theatrically.
One of the most, if not the most prestigious film festival in the world.
Blowing the doors off, and it's going to be a Roku original.
And it's a Roku original.
It's not going into theaters.
Roku's on the map, baby.
Rob, who was good? By the way, I'm meeting Weird Al Yankovic on Tuesday.
I don't think you can handle it.
I know. Everybody's already placing bets if I'm going to chicken out. My wife got us tickets. Weird Al's going to be in Riverside Tuesday night at the big Fox Theater, the historic Fox Theater out there. And Ann bought me and her backstage meet and greet passes with Weird Al. For those of you who don't know, Weird Al, I've walked right up to Harrison Ford and talked to Harrison Ford. I've chatted with George Lucas. I've talked to everybody. Weird Al Yankovic, despite the fact that I've been at like 7 different parties and events with him, is the one celebrity I've never had the guts to walk up to and talk to. Guy.
You better shoot. You better have Ann shoot this.
I know.
Which so I feel like it's funny too, because I feel like from everything I've heard, he will just be lovely. Like it's not like there's any reason to be. You know,
I grew like I was a kid and I was listening to Weird Al's albums, like listening to Eat It and all that.
He's gonna look like this. He's like, hey, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's practice. I'll get a Weird Al mask. What do you say to this man?
Every time I've told the story before, I've been on it, like literally came out of a premiere and then we were on our way to an after party and he was literally standing on the step in front of me on the escalator going up to the club and Anne's like jabbing. She goes, just say hi to him. I'm like, no. I'm sure he's terribly busy and he's got a lot on his mind. I don't want to disturb Mr. Yankovic. And like, it's like, I don't know why, but Weird Al is the one celebrity that intimidates me. But I'm going to meet him this Tuesday. But Rob, if you asked me, a massive Weird Al fan, should they be putting this Weird Al Yankovic movie in theaters? I would say no. You're not going to put this movie in theaters. But now everybody's raving about it.
Here's the thing. I mean, obviously, if it's a Roku original, Roku probably doesn't have any kind of theatrical distribution setup.
I mean, this is
for
true,
their
yes.
movies. But I do think that we live in a strange time where if a streaming service has made a film that's really, really good, I mean, you would think if it was, especially if this film is as good as they're saying it is, that this would only up the profile of this movie. So I didn't know I needed Roku, a Roku stream. But now to see this movie, I must get it. Yeah. I mean, it'll have one movie.
It'll have one movie.
Roku's one original, which in a way is kind of very Weird Al in itself.
Actually, that's a very
maybe Weird Al himself goes, what if you guys made a Roku original film and it was about me? I mean, that's kind of a Weird Al thing in itself.
Amy, you hear about this. I mean, you saw the trailers for it. I'll be honest with you. I was not expecting a good response from this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Nice surprise, Kel Supri. But you're seeing this reaction. What do you think?
I'm not shocked. To me, this felt like it could be something that's a winning formula. Even just hearing how many like fun celebrity cameos they got. It's funny because they are very different, because one is just a complete parody of the whole genre of the biopic, and this is kind of walking that line between, but it does feel very Walk Hard, and that like a lot of fun cameos. I love just all the choices Daniel Radcliffe has made in his career post Harry Potter delight me.
Totally, like doing a Swiss Army Man.
Yeah.
Horns.
I always think
Horns, which I really liked.
Guns Akimbo.
I mean, he's done some crazy ass shit.
I always think of the tweet though that's just like he like keeps making these interesting choices and distancing himself, and I'm just constantly here like, look at the Harry Potter man go. Like I'll never be able to not think it, but I'm so proud of him. And in a weird way, when I heard that casting, I went, what? No, wait, yes. So like it kind of makes perfect sense. So I'm delighted to hear that this may be a genuine, good for Roku. You know what? Good for them.
And good for Weird Al. I'm very excited.
Yes.
But anyway, guys, question is for you. You heard about, you're hearing about the responses coming out of TIFF about Weird, the Al Yankovic story. Listen, I'm shocked. Look, for all I know, I'll watch it and I won't like it. I mean, who knows? But I'm pretty excited to hear the response it's getting. What do you guys think about that? Jump down to the comment section below and leave your thoughts there. Guys, we want to take a second and thank one of the sponsors of today's video, DraftKings. Now, guys, you know I am a huge sports fan, and football fans, the first Sunday of the NFL season is here, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is giving new customers a can't-miss offer to celebrate the return of the NFL season. Right now, new customers can bet just $5 and get $200 in free bets instantly. And as an added bonus for Week 1, everyone can experience the thrill of DraftKings early win promotion. It's simple. Bet on an NFL team to win, and if your team leads by 10 at any point during the game, you get paid instantly even if your team goes on to lose. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use the promo code Campea to get $200 in free bets instantly when you place a $5 bet this Sunday. That's promo code Campea only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See the show notes for details.